my name is Paloma Cohen, and I'm Brazilian who's currently living in the US. And I thought, what better way to share my culture with you guys than to teach you how to make the most popular Brazilian dessert, which is called Brigadeiro. So we know that Brigadeiro was invented around the 1940s, but there's actually two accounts of it. So the first one is that during World War II, sugar and milk were so scarce in Brazil that people were trying to find new ways to make desserts, and then a group of people just put condensed milk and powdered chocolate together and they invented Brigadeiro. And the second one is that actually Brigadeiro was invented as a tribute to this brigadier called Eduardo Gomes. And he was a liberal. He was running for the presidential elections in 1945, and the story is that he was so handsome that a group of ladies came together and made this dessert as his tribute, and it became so popular that it spread throughout Brazil. So today, Brigadeiro is just a national dessert. It is eaten by the rich, the poor, north, south, children, adults, and it's just everywhere. It's cheap, it's good, it's fast to make. So now that you know everything about Brigadeiro, it's cooking time. So the two materials you're going to need is just a medium pan and a silicone spatula. No, very hard to probably have those at home. So for the ingredients, the first thing you're going to need is condensed milk. Americans don't usually use it to make desserts, but you can easily find it at the Hispanic sections in the supermarket, or either with the cookie doughs and all kinds of desserts. The next thing you're going to need is chocolate powder. Here you're using Nesquik because it's the closest one to what we have in Brazil, and you're only going to need 4 tablespoons of it. Next ingredient, just butter. So you can use any kind, or you even can use margarine, but you're just going to need half a tablespoon. And finally, the last ingredient, you're just going to need, well, a little bit of chocolate sprinkles so you can cover the brigadeiros. At a medium-high fire, you're going to pour all the ingredients together. So first you're going to put the whole can of condensed milk. Next, you're going to pour 4 tablespoons of chocolate powder. Then, half a tablespoon of butter. The order of the ingredients does not matter. So you can put either ingredient first. The important thing is that you put them all together. So now the third step is the most important one, is that you have to keep stirring throughout the whole process. So you have to stir it quickly, and you also have to stir it throughout the edges and through the bottom of the pans to make sure that it doesn't stick to it, or it doesn't burn, and it doesn't form kind of little clumps of chocolate. After you start getting a more homogeneous dough, you can lower the fire, but keep stirring. The mixture is going to start getting thicker and thicker. As you can see, not liquidy anymore. You know that it's getting close to being done when it starts bubbling like that. You know the dough is ready whenever it doesn't stick to the pan, as it's shown. I don't know if you can see, but it's not sticking to the pan. So before we start to roll them, we need to wait between 30 and 40 minutes and let it cool down. Before you start to roll the brigadeiros, you need to put butter in your hands and spread it so that the dough will not stick to them. Next step, you're going to take a spoonful of brigadeiro dough. Then you're going to start to roll them until they form a little ball. Finally, you're going to dip the little ball into the chocolate sprinkles until they're fully covered. And voila! You have your brigadeiros. Thank you very much for watching. Obrigado por assistir. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did.